everybody. It is Dr. Debbie, and I am here for you tonight. This is Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio. We offer home-based wraparound support and healing for adults, children, and families. We come to you in your home via online worldwide. This is one way we do it. I do this part for free for anybody who wants to come join me and heal in their divine light and live in their power. Coming soon is EG Kids Healing Hub. That is under development. It is coming soon. So stay tuned for that. I am on a mission, and my mission is to promote and guide generational healing. It starts here at Evolve Global 22, at Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio. I encourage you to step into your power, make the decision to do that for yourself. Tonight is Wednesday. I hope everybody had a lovely day. It's been a wild one here. Lots of things going on. Just keeping up some days is a little hard, but I have my herbal tea that I drink like water, really. And tonight I'm drinking a blend of strawberry and something. I don't remember the other one. It's one of the yogi teas. I love yogi teas. It's not one of mine that I made, but it's good. So I do use various products as well as create my own. So as always, we want to start with releasing all of the stuff. Anything that happened today, I have stuff to release. My car's in the shop. Just one of those things. Suddenly it needs to be fixed for some reason. So we release all of the emails, all of the debris, all of the stress, anxiety, anything that's bothered you, conversations from today. Let's clear it all out. And we do this in one simple way. I teach clients and friends all sorts of ways, but this is the quickest, easiest, most simple way you can do almost anywhere. So what do? We breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth slowly, and we do the hand motion and push everything out into the universe for it to be destroyed. So let's do that together so that we can be in the moment. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. Push it all away. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Push it all away. In through the nose, out through the mouth, and push it all away. And then we do our heart connection. This is something that connects us with the creator of all that is, with ourselves, the universe as a whole. It gets us centered and focused. So what you do is you put your hand on your heart, and with your inner voice, you say to yourself, I am connecting with me. So let's do that and just take a moment. I am connecting with me. There you go. So we got some oxygen to the brain. We pushed all the debris from today and the past away. We did our heart connection so that we can be in this moment together. And now for our opening mantra, I rise in truth. I breathe in healing. I walk in wholeness. I am perfectly imperfect, and I evolve through love, light, and purpose. And on that note, my friends, it is time to start Wednesday night now. Wednesday nights, as you know, are threads of Trinity. And normally I am crocheting. Now, I had a rough day today. my crocheting is in the bag or my knitting is in the bag. I'm going to just get right into this tonight. But we are talking about threads of Trinity. I wish peace and light on all of you. Welcome to Threads of Trinity Wednesday, where creativity meets healing, and we explore the deep layers of what it means to be whole. Tonight, we're just going to dive right into the topic that every human being needs, whether we admit it or not. The art of emotional release, how expression heals what you don't have words for. Because let's be honest, there are emotions that are old, too deep, too tangled, too painful, or simply too confusing to explain with language. And when the body can't speak, it stores it. Tonight, we're going to explore how expression through sound, movement, color, writing, or breath becomes a pathway out of stuck emotional energy. Example given, our creativity. And I'll share some personal stories about how expression helped me release emotional weight at different stages of my life. So let's get started. Now, first thing is first, let's get some foundational things. Emotions are energy. And energy that is not expressed becomes compressed. When we don't give our emotions a way out, they stay inside, in our chest, in our belly, in our throat, in the jaw, in the shoulders, in the back. The body becomes the storage unit for the feelings we never learned to release. This is why expression, any form of expression, becomes medicine. There are we're going to discuss 5 pathways of emotional expression. Now, let's take this slowly so that we can get through this and gain a clear foundational understanding. The first pathway is sound, letting the voice say what the heart cannot. We underestimate how powerful sound is. A sigh, a hum, a cry, a whisper, a single spoken word out loud. Sound clears emotional congestion faster than overthinking ever will. This is why music and sound frequencies are so good for healing. Now, let's just try. I'll give you one example. Let's just ha, ha. Now, I don't have a beautiful voice. I don't sing, but just the sound ha. Feel the chest soften. Ha. Make that sound for yourself. Ha. H-A. Ha. 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 You feel the chest soften. Now, the second pathway is movement. Think of dance. Letting the body release what the mind holds. Sometimes emotions do not respond to talking. They respond to music, to movement. You might shake your hands, roll your shoulders, stretch your spine, or sway side to side. Movement dissolves emotional tensions in ways words cannot. So let me demonstrate something for you. When you feel really tense or anxious, you can gently do a shoulder roll and then shake it out for 5 seconds. So it would be like this. And you shake it out and you do that for like 5 seconds. Already I can feel looseness. I can feel tension. I can feel stress that just melted away. Number 3, color. Letting emotion flow through imagery, art. Color is the language of the soul. When you use color in drawing, painting, coloring, shading, you're expressing what you cannot verbalize. If red wants to come out, let it. If blue wants to flow, let it. Color always tells the truth of what's inside. Number 4, writing. Release the weight through your hands. This is not journaling with a structure. It could just be free writing, free journaling, but it's not journaling necessarily with a structure. This is emotional dumping. You write whatever comes, messy, ugly, nonsensical, chaotic, and honest. Writing pulls emotional charge out of the nervous system and puts it onto paper. So you could have a emotional release journal where you just write whatever comes to your mind, whatever comes out. That is a way to journal. It's the traditional idea, or the most common idea to journaling, is to have a structure. This is not that. But nevertheless, writing and journaling this way is emotional dumping. Number 5, breath, the doorway between emotion and release. Breath work is so important here. Breath is the first and last expression of the human body. When you breathe with intention, you're telling your body it is safe to let go. So, for example, hand on our chest. Now we do this in different ways, but this is another way. Hand on your chest and take a long 4-second inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Long 4-second inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Now, I want to share with you a personal story. Let me tell you a moment when expression saved me. There was a time when I carried so much emotional weight, so much heaviness, and I didn't even really realize it because I had learned how to function through it. One night I sat down, picked up a pen, and started writing. It was not planned, it was not structured. I wrote until the page was full, then another, then another. And as the ink flowed, I realized I wasn't writing words. I was releasing emotions I had held in my body for years. When I finished, I felt like I could breathe again. Expression heals what silence tries to bury. This is why I do spoken word poetry. I love to do spoken word. It's not structured necessarily like poetry, and it's something that you can just put your words down. Yeah, there is some sort of structure to it, but you put your words down, and it's a way to express what is buried deep inside and tell stories. And I love that. Again, writing is something that can really, really be an emotional release. Now, let's do a short emotional expression release together. So, this is a mini exercise. Now this is going to combine and going to exemplify what the examples I just gave you. So first, let's take a long exhale with the sound ha, H-A. So you breathe in. Now exhale. Ah, ah, ha. You can feel it leaving. I can feel the emotional release leaving from my chest area. Next, let's remember the shoulder rolls. Remember the shoulder roll I just exemplified? You would go like this. And then shake it out. Shake out those arms, right? Shake it all out. Shake it all out. That way, it's releasing all of that tension, all of that debris, all of that mess of whatever emotionally you have stored, especially here in the chest area. Breath, inhale 4, Exhale 6 with your hand on the heart. So inhale 4. And I'm counting to myself. I'm going to count out loud. It's hard to count out loud and inhale at the same time for me. So inhale 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And when you have your hand over your heart and you inhale, and exhale slowly, again, the release just flows. It's like you're inhaling, it creates a little bit of pressure, and then exhaling, it just flows right out. Then, what I want you to do now, this is an expression prompt. Ask yourself silently, what is one feeling I have not given myself permission to feel? Just let whatever comes, comes. Again, the prompt. Ask yourself silently, what is one feeling I have not given myself permission to feel? And just let whatever comes, come. What was that one feeling for you? If you would like, you can put it in the chat. Or if you're listening to this as a video, when the video comes out, you can put it in the comments. Now let's talk a moment about why all of this is healing. When you express your emotions, even through tiny, simple moments, you are doing 3 things. You break the stagnation, you lighten the emotional load, and you signal safety to the nervous system. This is the pathway out of anxiety, heaviness, emotional numbness, heart pressure, or that feeling of being overwhelmed for no reason. Expression opens the doorway to relief. And this is why creativity and being creative and colors, as I spoke about before, colors and art and music, sound, all are exceptional tools for opening the pathway to expression. So tonight I want to give you permission to feel, express, and release without judgment, without shame, without needing the perfect words. Every sound, every moment, every color, every breath, every scribble on the page is a prayer of release. Your emotions deserve motion. Your voice deserves space. Your heart deserves freedom. You deserve peace. I want to say that again. I want to give you, and I want you to give permission to yourself to feel, express, release without judgment, without shame, without needing the perfect words. Every sound, every movement, every color, every breath, every scribble on the page is a prayer of release. Your emotions deserve motion. Your voice deserves space. Your heart deserves freedom. And you deserve peace. Now, let's just for a few seconds, few minutes, because I'm going to go for about a half an hour, unless somebody comes in the chat and perhaps wants to discuss something more deeply. How can I say this? This world and people, us, I'm including myself, it is promoted and we have been conditioned to be very, very judgmental. This is right. This is wrong. This is what you need to do in your life. This is not what you need to do in your life. This is what you should do. This is what you shouldn't do. And if you don't listen to all of that, then something is wrong with you. Do you know how often I have told and expressed to parents, stop looking for what is wrong with your children. Look at what is right. Children can't sit still in a classroom. There's a reason. They want to express themselves. They want to be heard. They want attention. They need something. For example, this is a prime example, but what do? We look for what's wrong, and worse, we try to heal it with a pill or with a label. Now, I am not suggesting that there are not cases where children have legitimate diagnoses of something. That's not my point here. My point is, even if your child has a diagnosis of something, still look for what is right. Do you know how many children that are exceptional children and have unique learning needs that I have worked with, observed, comforted, taught, and many of them have abilities that are beyond what we could do, what we could see, what we could say, what we could draw, what we could sing, what we could dance, what we could, whatever it is. So I encourage us, and then I'm talking about children, but it's the same for adults. Stop, and it's the same for us to ourselves. Stop looking for what is wrong. Look for what is right. And if we turn away from being judgmental on ourselves and on others, expression can flow. And that is a huge point tonight, because creativity nurtures that. Being creative, and even if you don't think you can ever crochet or knit, you don't think you could ever, whatever it is, you don't think you could ever do. I'm not a professional crocheter. I'm not a professional knitter. I'm not a professional spoken word poem writer and presenter. I'm not an artist, that can draw these beautiful pictures and paintings, but I can sit down with crayons, with color, with markers, with paint, whatever it is, and I can put something on a page that means something to me. It releases something in me. And that's the point. We have to find ways and have strategies and have practices where we can express emotions that are buried inside, because if we leave them there, it's stagnant, dirty debris that's just holding you down, weighing you down, holding you back. So let's just summarize for a moment. Remember, tonight's topic was the art of emotional release, how expression heals what you don't have words for. And we talked about the 5 pathways of emotional expression. Sound. We underestimate the power of sound. Remember, our sound ha. If you go ha, you feel release right here, right in the chest. The shoulder rolls and the shaking it out. Movement. We talked about color, letting the emotion flow through imagery. Whatever color comes out, sit down with a piece of paper and have a group of markers, different colors. Let whatever comes out on the page come out on the page. Writing. We're not talking about structured journaling. We're talking about sitting down and just doing an emotional release. Whatever comes to mind, just write it down on the page. Breath. This is why breath work is so important. Remember, we did the hand on the chest, long 4-second inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. These 5 pathways of emotional expression, if we don't think about them, how often are we going to utilize them? Not very often or never. What happens in that case? Stays inside. I told you a personal story where one time I sat down and just started writing whatever came to my head. I had pages by the end. But at the end, I felt relief. I felt a release. Things that I hadn't been able to say for a long, long time, forever, never said. We did our mini exercise, the ha, the breath, the rolling of the shoulders. Rewatch this in video form. Rewatch this and incorporate some of those practices in your day to day. You're going to find that over time, you're going to feel better in some way. And then my closing message was to give yourself permission to feel, express, and release without judgment. Let's do a closing affirmation for tonight. And if you only caught part of this live stream tonight, please go to my YouTube channel and watch it again in full, because every night I try to put practices in what I talk about. And so far, I think I have done it every night, especially in the last 2 weeks. The first week, I was doing a lot of introducing, but in the last 2 weeks, I've really made a conscious effort to try to embed small, simple practices that you can do. So now let's do our closing affirmation for this live stream tonight. I honor what I feel. Say this with me and say it like you mean it. I honor what I feel. I express what needs to be released. I trust my body. I trust my heart. I trust my healing. I am safe to let go. And on that note, my friends, I wish you a wonderful night ahead. I want to visit www.evolveglobal22usa.com. You can see a list of all of our service packages, our micro service, our micro. I'm sorry, I just went blank. I hate when that happens when I'm when I'm live. Go there, you'll see what I mean. But there's other things besides the servicing packages. There's stuff for individuals, stuff for services for families, just a host of resources. The resources are building. I am getting ready to publish my second newsletter. I do about 4 a year. There's just a lot of stuff there. The YouTube channel, everything on the YouTube channel is free. Go there and peruse. Go there and use what I provide free to help you. You can reach out to me anytime. My contact information, email, phone number, you can SMS me. is out there. So please do that. And I just started on the YouTube as well. Just started YouTube, Evolve Global 22 Light Studio TV. It runs 24, it runs 24/7. So you can see all the different videos. You can sit down and just watch the videos, and I stream certain ones together, and sometimes I just do it random. So I offer a lot of my resources for free on my website. If you want to support if my work is of value to you, if you want to support my work, please, there's a gift of gratitude. You can buy me a cup of coffee. There's ways that you can support me. I do a lot of work for free for people who can't afford servicing packages. I do a lot of work for free just for people in general because, as I said, I am on a mission. And I'm on a mission to help anybody who needs help. I don't turn anybody away. So if you need anything, if you want to support me, go to www.evolveglobal22usa.com. Buy me a cup of coffee. There's a link there. You can do that. You can, there's a gift of gratitude. You can do that. It's up to you. It's a way for you to say thank you. And I appreciate the time you spend with me. I appreciate everything that you do in support of me being here, commenting, subscribing, liking, and sharing. I'm also on Facebook. I have a lot of followers there. So thank you, everybody. And on that note, peace, love, blessings, and light on you. May you enter into your healing journey, and may you get what you are looking for. Good night. Stay safe. I love you all.